Hey everybody, it's Collector Dude. I'm going to go through the previews for March now. I went through Marvel and DC, and now I want to go through this. So these books are so full of artwork, so full of product and everything coming out. They're amazing. They take a long time to go through, so I like to look through all of these things. So hopefully you enjoy me doing these, because if you haven't been out to get one of these, or you're not sure what's coming out and everything, you can always check on Midtown Comics, mycomicshop.com. You can check on Mile High Comics. There's so many different other names I can't think of right now, but any of the comic book stores that are online now, you can check and see what they possibly going to have coming out. And I think Midtown Comics is starting to put some stuff online now. Most of it's DC Comics, but mycomicshop.com I think is putting stuff on as well. So, and I guess you can check previews and see the stuff online. I'm not sure if they put the new ones on, but I haven't been able to get the April one because they're closed. The stores are closed. So, we'll see. Hopefully they'll start opening up everything by the end of this month. I think it's supposed to go till. So we'll see. But I can't wait till they open up and start doing half price books, do hunts, and pickups and hauls again and stuff. I see some online. I've been watching some of the ones that everybody else has been doing, of different places they've been finding. So hopefully they'll be able to I'll be able to watch all of them and see what everybody's been finding during this time. But we'll see eventually when everything opens back up. Hopefully I'll find some really cool books, because I'm thinking it's been a couple of months now. I wonder what they're doing, how they're loading everything on the shelves. So okay, this is the inside of the book now. Here's some animated looking busts. These are cool, modeled after the classic 1990s cartoon and stuff like that, with the way they color them, everything. Look how this looks. Looks just like the cartoon. Looks the way they paint it. Everything got Deadpool and everything in there. So, and here, new books coming out. More stuff. I'll just flip through this really quick and get to the inside so I can show you. This is basically going to be about Image and everything, the books that they have coming up. But there's different stuff. They show you different books and everything that are highlighted. Highlight different books to show you different stuff that's going to be coming out. 2020 t-shirts, stuff like that. And since Free Comic Book Day, I wonder if they're going to push it back and maybe have it in June or something this year. So cool. More stuff. These are cool. The paintings and drawings and everything. Very cool. This guy always writes. He's the editor. He writes something all the time. More stuff here. Steve McQueen Bullet Mustang sells for $3.74 million. Wow. That's pretty cool. What's it doing on the Iron Fist? The 1968 Mustang Bullet GT that Steve McQueen drove in the iconic action movie Bullet sold for $3.74 million through Maycom Auctions. I love that show. I watch it all the time. The sale makes it the most expensive Mustang ever sold, passing the 1967 Shelby GT500 Super Snake that cleared $2.2 million in 2019. Wow. Sean Kernan, whose father bought the car in 1974, consigned it to the auction. The car had sat in the family's garage for 4 decades, then was brought back into the public at the 2018 Detroit Auto Show. Kiernan then took the Bullet on a 2-year tour around the world before it was sold through Maycom Auctions. That's cool. See, they always have different stuff in here. Different things they'll talk about. Like here, the convention calendar, different things that will be coming out. Everything's pushed back and closed and stuff right now, though. Any conventions that are going to be coming out, like the San Diego Comic-Con, I'm like, there's one that's closed around here, too. Cullen Bunn's doing more stuff. Shadow Man. Please tell us a little bit about yourself. Different people here. All this different stuff. What are you currently working on? These are the different things here. They'll highlight a different artist or writer, which is cool. It's different. Like, I wish they'd have a magazine like Wizard come out again. That'd be nice, but I'm not sure if it would do well or not. I think I'd buy it. I used to buy it all the time. everything that. And then they had another one called Hero, and then I think they had another one. But this is cool too, to show the different auction books that are out, different stuff they've auctioned off. And here, user's guide, different things like that. And then I'm not sure if that code still works. Yep, it expired on the 30th. So little stuff here. What's this? Cat Buzz, and then more stuff for different things you want to learn about different books that are coming out. And this is about Mark Wheatley. See Titan Comics. More articles, interviews, spotlights, everything. They move through this free comic book day stuff here. And these are the different comic books that they had coming out. So all of these here. Power Rangers, that's cool. See, I saw somebody ask a question on Facebook. I forget what comic-related page it was on. But they asked about certain free comic book day books, if they were worth anything. And I know certain ones are going for a little bit more money, depending on the story. Like somebody said, Umbrella Academy. It's going for pretty good money. And I think the one with Thanos on the front of it from Infinity, I found that at Half Price Books for a couple bucks. And it's going for a little bit of money on eBay. So there's a Jack Kirby book there, The Epic Life of the King of Comics. Okay, that's another book about his life. That'd be cool. That's free, 32 pages. And here's some other stuff. Silver sponsors for Free Comic Book Day. That's a cool cover there. The Resistance. That's cool, and I like Lady Mechanica. I got to catch up on some of the books. They had some new stuff coming out, and I didn't have the new series, but hopefully I can get them. Batman Tales, Once Upon a Crime, Little Lulu, different stuff. The Boys, Donald Duck, Donut, Invincible, Usagi Yojimbo. Different books. Spider-Man Venom, that's cool. Asterix. I picked that up a little years ago when I was in Sweden. Somebody told me that was a good book. I think I got one of these. Or something like it. I had to check my books and see. Horizon, that was a pretty good video game. I played a little bit. I've yet to finish it. Different stuff here. We got Premier Comics Gems of the Month. All of these books here. I'm looking forward to Marvels. I just love Alex Ross covers and stuff. And then this one here, Dark Knight Adventures Continues. That's cool. The Adventures Continue, #1. Now we're on to Image right now. One of the most anticipated graphic novels of the year, Pulp. Multiple Eisner Award-winning powerhouse Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips team up for a standalone story, part violent thriller, part gunslinging western. Out this May from Image Comics. Sure, everything's getting pushed back. I'm not sure when they're gonna start, but they had a big checklist and everything for different books. Image comes out with a lot of books, just like Marvel and DC now. And they got their grade to tell you everyone, teen, teen plus, mature, stuff like that. Okay, what's this? Pulp, original graphic novel. Okay, that's by Ed Brubaker, artist Sean Phillips and Jacob Phillips. Covered by Sean Phillips. Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips. Gem of the Month. 72 pages. That's pretty cool. I like the colors on that. May 27th, it was supposed to come out for $16.99. Crime and Mystery Western, hardcover edition. A gorgeous original graphic novel from the best-selling creators of Kill or Be Killed. My heroes have always been junkies and criminal. some of the stories, man. Okay, this is one part thriller, one part meditation on a life of violence. Pulp is unlike anything award-winning Brubaker and Phillips have ever done before. This celebration of pulp fiction set in a world on the brink is another must-have hardcover for one of comics' most acclaimed teams. Cool. Here's some of the pages in here. They show the pages. New York City, February 1939. Cool. Let's see. You're him, aren't you? Who? The Red River Kid. Red River Kid. What are you talking about, mister? The Red River Kid is a character from Pulp magazines. He shoots the bad guys and steals from the rich to give to the poor. Last I checked, stuff like that was all fiction. Sure. Those stories you write are mostly, whatever, probably crap or something like that. But the man was real. Coming in May, a new original graphic novel from Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. And I got some more pages in here from it. That's pretty cool. You got Hitler stuff in there. That's not, I like the old movies, or so, I guess, explaining the evilness of the man and everything and what's going on over there. And we got a thrilling tale of pulp fiction in a world on the brink. That's pretty cool. It looks like that might be interesting. It looks interesting. Okay, now we got The G-Deed. The Virgin Brides, number 1 of 5. Jason Aaron writes it. Artist R.M. Guerrera. Genesis 6:12. Okay. In the time before the great flood, the world of man is a place of wanton violence and unbridled depravity. But hidden high atop a mountain, there is a very different sort of world, one without men. Here, the holy sisters at a secret nunnery live in paradise, a new Eden, rearing their flock of orphan girls to embrace their future as blessed brides of the sons of God. But when Shari and Jael, 2 girls on the cusp of flowering, uncover what it truly means to become a bride, they realize there's only one way to escape the bonds of matrimony: run like heck. Wow. That's pretty wild there. So what's this? Let's see back here. Genesis 6:4, the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. Wow. They're going to be talking about angels. Or something like that. Great warriors of the mountain. In the name of Heavenly Father, we bid you welcome to our humble village. How may we, the old mothers, be of service to you? This looks like a wild story. Some of these stories are kind of creepy. I'm like, I don't know if I want to read that. This is kind of wild, some of the stuff that they come up with. So if they're talking about run like heck, they probably are noticing something's not quite right, so they get out of there. So we'll see how that goes. Now we got the next one. The Texas Blood, number 1, or That Texas Blood, number 1. Chris Condon is the writer. Artist Jacob Phillips on cover A, and Sean Phillips does cover B. Not with any relation. There's a variant cover down there. He's dealing with aliens or something. Criminal colorist and first-time solo artist Jacob Phillips and writer Chris Condon break onto the scene with a brand new ongoing series. Like Paris, Texas, gut-punched, but No Country for Old Men, this mature neo-Western crime series kicks off when the search for a casserole dish leads to a dark, intense confrontation on Sheriff Joe Bob Coates' 70th birthday. Wow. What's he talking about up here? It's like a whole other country. That's what the Texas Travel Guide says. Well, maybe true, but sometimes it feels more like another world. Sky's a beauty. I'm sure, Sheriff. I'm sure. Meanwhile, your dang wife is slaving away making you your dang birthday dinner without her much-needed casserole dish. Well, Ruthie told me she'd send Ray over, and, well, I've been sheriff of this county for, oh, I don't want to say how long. Let's just say that for a long time. He's just talking. Let's see what else he's going to be doing. Where see the pages just go on and on. He sees something going on here. Now he's on a chase. You got him and the guy's down there sitting there with a gun. Wow. So something's going on real bad there. Because no matter what happens, good, bad, you still just got to keep waking up. So somebody shot him. I don't know if he shot himself or he had to shoot him. Gotta get the book to find out. Now we got Dead Body Road. I got the first series of this, and I read the first issue. I gotta read the other ones. I find them at half-price books, everything. I gotta just get them all. And the story looked intriguing, and I like Rick Remender's, it's not Rick Remender, it's Justin Jordan. But I like the way the book looks, so I picked it up. And artist Benjamin Teisma and Matt Lopes, artist Matteo Scalera and Marino Dinicio did the cover. But that was supposed to come out May 20th. It's a crime and mystery, action and adventure from Skybound. Okay. Bree Hell has left a lot behind in her life. Crime, the military. But she can't leave behind her own family. And when a local crime boss puts a hit out on her brother, there's nothing she won't do to save him. Absolutely nothing. Wow. So we'll see what goes on with that. She looks serious down there if that's her. Here's 3 pages from the story. You seen your brother? No. Would you tell me if you had? No. Dang it, Bree. What'd he do? Maybe nothing, believe it or not. I don't know what. I don't want to arrest him, but I got a feeling a load of crap's coming his way. And you're telling me this why? Because of what we ought to have been. I'll see you, Bree. Okay. Dang it, Hunter. Now she's getting her guns. Shotgun, she's coming out. Nobody's there. Oh, somebody whacks across the head. Ouch. Getting slow. Yep. Okay. Amanda Mungy, #1. By Stephanie Phillips. Artist Craig Carmack. And cover B. Is that Steven or Steven Sajic? Pronounce it. That was supposed to come out on May 13th. Nice cover art. There's a variant down there. High adventure on the high seas in the waning days of piracy, when men were men and the best pirates were women. Okay, that's cool. I know Shanghai Red, I started reading that. That was good. There's a cover here. The Caribbean, 30 miles off Hispaniola, 1720. Our prize lies below decks, boys. So gut any man who stands in your way. What's that? Ouch. Ooh, got guns. She's got guns. They got swords. You might try using the eyes in that head, Jack, unless you fancy a new breathing hole. Still, I do love the smell of gunpowder in the morning. Ooh, she's got jokes. As thankful as I am for you for your aim, and oh man, that's like a Negan stab in the neck. That's a rather morbid thought, don't you think? And then we got Dead Eyes number 5 by Jerry Dugan and cover by John McCrea, and the cover B by Jerry Dugan and John McCrea. That's pretty cool. I wonder if this is going to take off. You just look at some of these books and you think, you know what? I bet you some of these are going to be TV shows, because some of these are very good. Who would have thought Happy would have became one? When I saw it, Happy, when it first came out, I said, you know what? I should get that because it's the number 1 and it looks different. It looks kind of cool. I didn't pick it up though. I see them at Half Price Books, but I didn't pick it up, and now I see it's on a TV show. I might have to watch it. I watched some of it, everything, and it's funny. I like the actor, the main actor. Okay, what we got happening here? Okay, it's a crime and mystery, action and adventure and humor. The Empty Frames, Part 1. Years ago, someone snatched a bunch of priceless paintings from a famous Boston museum. They never turned up, and our man Deadeye sniffs money for the taking, and he's willing to steal from the mob to get it. Meanwhile, his recent antics have run afoul of the law, and the cops form a task force to trap or kill the masked criminal. Wow. Okay, now we got Die, number 11. This took off really good. I'm not sure if the books are still worth a lot of money, but I know everybody was trying to get them. I remember watching, everybody had a copy of it, and I didn't pick them up though when they came out. You see, writer Kieran Gillen, and artist cover A, Stephanie Hans, and cover B, Ben Oliver. It's supposed to come out May 6th. This should have been out already, but it's not right now. It's a new story arc. So The Great Game, Part 1. Half the party is ruling a whole empire. The other half is on the run. Neither has it easy. There's nothing easy in this game, especially when the stakes get shockingly real. The most epic arc of Die begins as it means to go on messily. Wow. The covers are always really nice. Cover B. It's really cool. Now we got here Gideon Falls, number 22. Okay, by writer Jeff Lemire, and the cover artist, I like Jeff. Cover artist is Andrea Sorrentino, I like her. And Dave Stewart, like him. Cover B, Jeffrey Allen Love. That's cool. They always do something with the head, and they have this, look at the city in there. That's cool. So this one is a 2019 Eisner Award winner, Best New Series. It's horror, crime, and mystery, and it's supernatural. Ooh. Wicked Worlds, Part 1. After the mind-bending destruction of the Black Barn, our heroes find themselves spread across the Gideon Falls multiverse, the barn contained within. While Angie struggles to survive in a 1984 version, Clara is alone in the Old West. Father Fred is a man out of place in cyberpunk Gideon Falls, and where Norton landed is anyone's guess. And while these worlds all seem far apart, the Laughing Man is always closer than you think. Wow, that's pretty interesting. You know what? Like I said, I got the first few issues of this, but I didn't keep reading it. And this looks very interesting. Just reading that looks really, really cool. So now we got here Kick-Ass number 19. Writer Steve Niles is writing now, huh? Artist Marcelo Frusen. John Romita Jr. is doing the cover A, and he's doing a black and white cover. Must maybe the black and white version, cover B. Matteo Scalera is doing C. Andre Arujo is doing cover D, and cover E is the blank sketch variant. That's cool. And there we go right here. And you can see them. That's cool. I like the pencil versions and everything. Okay. Now we got It's Kick-Ass versus Hit Girl. Wow. Old allies become enemies when Mindy screeches into Albuquerque to kill the imposter who's been running gangs in New Mexico. And as Hit Girl sets out to avenge Dave and stop kick-ass criminal operations for good, Patience fights to survive as the target of the best assassin in the biz and questions whether she could ever kill a child to save her own life. Is she ever going to grow up? Wow. Okay. I'll do a few more and then I'll stop. I'll stop after the next one so the video doesn't go too long. But I'm trying to read these because I've had comments on people liking me going through these and taking my time so they can just listen to it while they're doing stuff. One of the comments said so. So I said, you know what, I'll take my time and go through these and you can have something to look at and hear everything while you're driving or while you're drawing or just hanging out or something like that. So I explain it in more detail. I like to do more readings like this. So I'll try to do more of these when I do the other books that I do as well. So this is Moonshine number 18. Writer, Brian Azzarello. And cover artist is Eduardo Rizzo. And I never got my book, The Sign, Batman Damned, number 1 by Brian Azzarello. I paid $53 for it. And Midtown Comics never sent it to me. And every time I check the account, it keeps saying it's going to come out in a couple of months. And then I check it again, and it comes out in a few months. So I don't, either it got allocated and they gave it to somebody else, or what. So I'm going to have to call them and ask them if I ever going to get my book, or tell them to put the money back on my account, because I ordered it months before. I pre-ordered it early when it was in the preview section, but they must have allocated and never said anything to me about it, so I never got it. So I'll probably never get it now, because the way the books are now, they're probably worth too much. But I made sure, and I even mentioned it on one of my videos. I told you, like last year, I ordered it, but for some reason they never got it to me. So I'll have to find out what happened. But like, it's still in my cart, and they said it's pending, or not pending, but it's waiting to get, the order's waiting to get sent. So I don't know if maybe I'll get one eventually. Who knows? But let's see. Now we're on The Angel's Share. Part 1 is the name of the story. And Moonshine, the first few issues of this was very good. And some of the reveals, woo! So you look at her hand down there. So she's not quite human. So that's kind of a spoiler on the cover there. But this is number 18. The Angel's Share, Part 1. After the heartbreak of New Orleans, Lou Perlow finds himself down and out in Kingsbury Run, the notorious hunting ground of America's first serial killer. And when famous G-man Elliot Ness catches wind of the so-called Cleveland torso murderer, Lou finds himself caught between a rock and a hard place. Meanwhile, Tempest finds herself making a play for Lou's old crime lord in the glitzy New York jungle. Okay. And we got Spawn 309. And they've been coming out with some really cool covers. And I just friended or followed Ken Lashley on Facebook. He's got some awesome artwork. He seems like a pretty cool guy, dude. So just seeing the pictures, he does some silly stuff. So I can't wait to watch more stuff that he puts out. And I got to check and see if Francesco Mattina has a page too. So we got Todd McFarlane's writing it. Ken Lashley's doing the artist. And Francesco Mattina is doing the cover A. Todd McFarlane's doing cover B. And Ken Lashley's doing cover C. So this looks really cool, this cover here. Francesco Matina's doing that for sure. You can recognize that artwork. That's beautiful. So it reminds me of like Lord of the Rings and stuff. But here we go. Introducing new series artist Ken Lashley. Wow. X-Men Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So it says Consequence of Sin. Part 1. Todd McFarlane and Kevin Lashley continue to expand the Spawn universe. With the future in doubt and medieval Spawn's legacy in question, Spawn, She-Spawn, and Reaper go on the offensive. But a longtime ally has shown his true colors, and Cogliostro rallies an army and a deadly new recruit, Gunslinger Spawn. I know Jim Valentino tried to do that with Shadowhawk, but it didn't go. I'm not sure what he's doing, but it'd be cool to see him keep going, because Shadowhawk he had a lot of potential. So hopefully he'll continue to go on and do some more stuff, because I found a book of Shadowhawk with like a medieval Shadowhawk, a gunslinger Shadowhawk, and like a Dark Knight Shadow. It was pretty cool. So I have to maybe do a flip through of that one day.